Clem, you've been quite negative about the outlook for the stock markets, and they've been rallying like a homesick angel. Is this just a temporary blip in your master plan of the market sort of falling back over the next quarter or two?
Well, I've got to say I'm no match for Mr. Monty and Mr. Central Banker in Japan,
Yeah.
and I think their stick save is kind of pretty much a classic stick save of stock markets that I've seen pretty much since ever. I mean, fantastic. I mean, the Japanese have absolutely piled out of the yen and piled into the dollar and stocks in that are dollar denominated, and that's been a massive thing. So I made an absolute ton of money, and then out came Japanese and took it all away again. So I mean, I've got to say I can't beat them. If they want to throw trillions against me, they're gonna win every time.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point. Now, in terms of, do you think this could be the beginning of a sort of currency war, putting it bluntly?
It's not a currency war. It feels very coordinated to me. The Americans go end of QE, and then suddenly the Japanese go beginning of QE, and the Europeans are going to go, yeah, we're going to do QE. We are. So it's kind of like it's a chain of central banks here propping up the global economy, and good luck to them. I think they might need it soon enough.
Right. So in terms of this money printing going on, okay, this almost creates a false market, doesn't it?
It is a false market. I mean, it's absolutely fixed market. The only way you can make money in this market is to predict what they're going to do. And I didn't predict that Japan was going to come in with its, heavy battalions. And, brilliant. It's a brilliant stick save. They've done a fantastic job. I mean, you've got to give it to them. They have coordinated this brilliantly. It's probably at Jackson Hole. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. It's great news for everybody in general. And, I don't think they could be able to keep it up indefinitely. But, it's not for me to say, really, this is a new environment of a strong dollar for quite a long time. And I'm having to blow dust off my books, so what's a strong dollar look like? I can't remember. Yeah. What does that mean? Strong dollar. Ooh, better look that one back up again.
Well, I think in sort of simple charting techniques, the dollar against the yen has broken a trend line that I think you can go back to either 1992 or 2002, breaking above the 110 level. And people, are coming on the show predicting sort of 115, 120, 125. And a lot of people literally say this is just the beginning of the move, not the end of the move.
Well, it's certainly the beginning of the move against the euro. I mean, I think yen could go anywhere because there's still a political war between the inflationists and the deflationists to be fought in Japan. That's not over by a long mark. And they could have an economic coup and go back to being deflationist again quite easily. But the euro's only going to go one way, isn't it? And the dollar's only going to go one way, isn't it? So, I mean, really, if I just kept it simple and just shorted the euro and gone heavy there and forgotten everything about the stock market, I think it would have been a much better trade. I mean, I think really it's all driven by currencies right now and or bonds, but let's call it currencies. So everything underneath the currencies is really at risk of whiplash from all that goes on in currency and QEing. So really, if you want to trade, if you're going to be playing the trading game, you've got to trade the currencies right now, and you've got to be trading the long-term moves. And if you want to be brain dead about it, it's short euro versus the dollar. Just load up and forget it. I mean, I said that on your last show, didn't I? I said, just load up to the gunnels, short euro. I mean, how much money would you have made if you'd followed that piece of advice?
Yeah. Well, I think in terms of the euro dollar, somebody suggested that you just stay short until it goes to parity.
Well, I think that's quite aggressive, but, it's a no-brainer thing to do. And I think the probability of suddenly the euro getting strong is extremely long. So, I mean, short the euro dollar, leverage up if you're of that minded, and just sit there and wait. I thought it was going to take a fair bit longer, to be honest with you. I didn't think it would go this fast. I thought we were going to have a rest at 125 and then head on down to 120, kind of early part of next year, but it's coming very fast. And, well, that's good. I'm quite happy about that. But really, I prefer equities to trading. I prefer investing.
Yeah.
So I think that this is going to start to peter out, because what we're seeing is going to be raising interest rates at some point. A strong dollar is going to hurt equities in America. There's only so far the currencies will go. And, when the profits of American corporations start to get hit by a higher dollar, it's going to be bearish for stocks at some point. So, I was hoping for a very short, sharp shock and then to get in at low prices. and I think it might be drawn out. I think it might be a long drawn out, sell the rally kind of bear market that might have already just started, but we might be in that. You might take a long time to go through the system, and that's going to be a pain because I'll have to sit on my hands for months and months waiting for a bottom.
Yeah.
But who knows? I mean, I've been proved spectacularly wrong with the Dow. So, all bets are off when these guys are slinging around trillions. You can't really predict it too well. But
well, you would always say, don't fight the tape. And at the moment, the line of least resistance is certainly, to the upside, isn't it? In terms of the US
markets. Yeah, well, Godzilla's
markets.
got the tape. Godzilla's got the tape. It's not just a normal circumstance. These tapes are being swung round by absolute mammoth, outfits, and they're all synced up. That's the interesting thing. They are definitely all synced up over this, which is kind of exciting in many ways. But certainly, if you don't call what they're going to do, you will get crushed, whether you're economically right or wrong.